One of the things that has really poisoned politics in recent years is just that sense that you can't trust a politician anymore. And even just saying that, it just sounds ridiculous. Why would you trust a politician? And that's a terrible state that we've allowed to happen. I just feel there is so much to be done, and MPs need to wake up and see really how serious what I think it is. It's a crisis of democracy, nothing less. There is something that keeps me awake at night and really bothers me, and that is the reality of the climate crisis. And it just feels so urgent and so much that we're going in just exactly the wrong direction. There are debates and decisions about giving yet more subsidies to fossil fuels, for example. We know fossil fuels being burnt is what fuels yet more climate change, which in turn will lead to chaos and catastrophe across vast swathes of this planet. When you see those decisions still being deliberately taken in the face of the knowledge that we have, that we really are sleepwalking towards potential catastrophe. I feel incredibly honoured to have been elected for the Green Party. But I know that that step was something that was made possible by the work of thousands of people over many, many years trying to get the first Green elected. Having got there, my responsibility is to try just to do it to the best of my ability, and hopefully soon to have some colleagues alongside me as well.
To this House. Caroline Lucas.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Does the Prime Minister share my deep concern that as we speak, documents are no doubt being shredded and databases being wiped? I was really pleased to get a Prime Minister's question slot today. They are quite hard to come by. Normally you're just trying to bob up and down to catch the Speaker's eye. The next thing you have to do is to bag your seat. It's as crazy as that, but the way this peculiar Parliament works is that you then have to go and put down what's called a prayer card. You put a prayer card, a little green piece of paper, in the back of where you want to sit, and you can do that at any time from 8 o'clock in the morning. And that at 11:30, it's prayers, of course. You put your prayer card down, you have to go and say your prayers. And then that frees you up until Prime Minister's questions start at 12, and then you've bagged your seat. So the archaism, I suppose, of the place was a surprise. The building, obviously, is from another century. I hadn't quite understood that all of the procedures were as well.
Support the junior doctors! Scrap, try it now! Support the junior doctors! Scrap, try it now!
We're here with a message that we want the government to hear loud and clear. And that is that to contemplate using nuclear weapons, which would kill tens of millions of civilians and destroy huge swathes of this beautiful planet, is both illegal and immoral. Nuclear weapons are weapons of mass destruction.
I was very involved in CND when I was younger, and from there I found myself also then getting involved in the environment movement, the women's movement. And then I came across Green Politics, and in particular a book by Jonathan Porritt called Seeing Green. And in that book, he basically makes all of the links between the different things that I was concerned with, whether that was women's issues or environmental concerns or nuclear issues or the economy and tax and justice. And by putting it all together and really focusing on the causes of things that are going wrong rather than just the symptoms, so to me that was just like a light bulb going on in my head. I remember exactly where I was actually. I was in Clapham, and when I turned the book over, it said on the bottom that the Green Party office was in the Clapham High Road, so I sort of read this as some great thing that was obviously meant to be. So I marched up and down the Clapham High Road there and then, imagining that I was looking for a big office with a plaque on the wall at the very least. Eventually came across a broom cupboard behind a Chinese restaurant, and that was the Green Party office. But anyway, it was still a key moment when I walked in and joined up there and then.
While you were waiting for the great leap forward.
We shall not be moved! We shall not be moved!
They're coming that way.
There have been pockets of resistance before in history. And those pockets of resistance are what have allowed the human race to progress. Not in the progress that our politicians tell us we need. We're talking about progress in the humanity.
So there is a red banner behind you that says, "Well-behaved women seldom make history." It was given to me by a wonderful woman called Tasmint Omond, who's a real climate campaigner. And the one thing that one might be concerned about when you get inside this place, the evidence is there that for many MPs, they perhaps forget why they wanted to be here in the first place. They've lost that connection to the grassroots, to the people that put them there, to the concerns that perhaps first motivated them. So to me, that banner is about don't get institutionalised, keep making trouble. In terms of whether I'm any good at making trouble, I'm certainly going to do my best.
No one out there understands. It's not your own revolution and cut out the middleman. Right, please.